Okay, tell me the difference between creativity and intelligence.
So comparing creativity and intelligence is like comparing precision to accuracy. Let's say you're taking target practice one day. Precision is the ability to go through all of the processes that you need to consistently hit a target. Accuracy is your ability to hit the area around that target and how close you can get to it. It's the same thing with intelligence versus creativity. Creativity being a perspective that you can attack a single idea with, while intelligence is the ability to form that idea to begin with.
Intelligence. Hard knowledge, defined as the ability to learn or understand things, compared to creativity, which is defined as discovery and the moment that someone invents something new or transforms something that exists. It is said to add value to our culture and to our society. Think of the differences in these two words. Think of the most creative person you know. What characteristics do they have that make them creative? Are they artsy, hipster? How does society define creative people? We tend to define creative people and pigeonhole them into art or hipster or different. They think outside of the box. Artists, painters, drawers. These are the type of jobs we think of when we think creative. Intelligence, book smarts, mathematicians, politicians, philosophers. What values does society place on artists versus the values that we place on doctors? Some say that we need logical, mathematical types of people to continue to survive. But when you think about creativity and the exploration of the mind, I think that creativity is more important to the survival of our sanity. Linguistic intelligence is the understanding of how language works and the ability to use language to convince others and express ideas. This is my younger brother, Andrew. He is a nonverbal, autistic 10-year-old child. And while he may not have linguistic intelligence, there are speech therapists that are working on it to help him develop the understanding of emotions in others' language. One day, he will find his voice. Musical intelligence is the ability to recognize, remember, and organize tones and musical patterns. Musical mind is concerned with pitch, melody, rhythm, and harmonic elements of sound. This is Atreyu, my favorite band. I went to see them in Sacramento, and I would say that they have extreme musical talent. This is Zach. He is the perfect example of mathematical and logical intelligence. This type of intelligence is the ability to order and unify structures and to perceive patterns in casual relationships. People who have this type of intelligence tend to have jobs such as architect or engineer. Zach is currently studying to be an architectural engineer at University of Santa Cruz. Interpersonal intelligence is the ability to understand one's own feelings. This talent can also be turned outward in the form of interpersonal intelligence, or the ability to understand moods, motivations, and intentions of others. Those who have this ability tend to read other people, and their jobs include political and religious leaders, parents, teachers, therapists, counselors, doctors, nurses, and social workers. Spatial intelligence is the ability to sense and retain visual images and to mentally manipulate them. It includes the ability to transform two-dimensional image into three, and to make mental models, which are key to understanding many scientific concepts. I cheered my entire life, and I would argue that any cheerleader has extreme spatial awareness and spatial intelligence. We have to memorize and make our bodies move to the way that we need them to. We need to remember where we're supposed to be, what time we're supposed to be, who's around us, and where we're going. Athletes also have bodily and kinesthetic intelligence. The first idea of body movements being a form of intelligence may seem strange, but our brain monitors our body's activities and allows us to judge the timing, force, and extent of our movements. When certain parts of the brain are injured, motor movements can be impaired even though the muscles are fully capable. It's unfortunate when you hear that someone is an art major or a literature major and people laugh. I think they're just as valuable as math majors or engineer majors or political science majors or those who are considered intelligent or those who are possibly going to make more. They are both culturally valued, societally valued. I have a special interest in the difference between creativity and intelligence because of my little brother. He may not have linguistics personal intelligence. He may not have the ability to talk. He doesn't show that he understands others' emotions. But I know for a fact he is so intelligent and logical. His test scores are amazing and out of this world. And I just think that when you take a step back and look at types of intelligence differently, you'll see a big difference in the world and maybe have a different perspective on things.